Alright guys, BLM here, back with more Persona 5 Strikers. It is the next morning. Yeah, it's 11:17, but yeah, we just finished talking to all of them. We're in the end game, so let's go. There is a possibility we finish the game today. More than likely though we won't, but there's a chance. We are at the end of the game, so we have like 3-ish hours left based on what I've looked up, so we'll see. Yeah, so not that much to update on, obviously. Like, it's just the next morning. The episodes from last night are currently uploading because my internet was down all last night, so that's lovely. It's back now. Hopefully, it's up tonight because I would like to stream tonight if I can. Stream some Cyberpunk, see how that goes. But we'll see. I mean, if it's not working, it's not working. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? We'll just continue playing more, and we'll probably finish this game then, if that's the case. And if not, then we'll probably finish this tomorrow.
Yes.
Either way. And then after the Cyberpunk stream, I guess, like, unless I get this like massive itch to do a speedrun, the next stream will probably end up being the Assassin's Creed one. Assassin's Creed Ezio Trilogy. So yeah, I mean that's something.
So that's the story.
Yeah, we did get some news today in terms of Neil Druckmann confirmed that they're. Did we get bond points? We didn't. All right. They have confirmed that they have outlined the plot of The Last of Us Part 3, which is kind of insane that they even bothered to say that. Because, like, you know it's like 5 years down the road, if not more. Like, you know it's a ways away. So, like, the fact that they're even bothering to, like, say that now is kind of insane, but whatever. I don't know if excited's the right word. I mean, like, I think it's the same thing with Last of Us Part 2, or at least what I was when it was announced, where it's like, cool, more Last of Us, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, it's not something I need. Like, I would have been okay if the Last of Us, like, the first Last of Us was the only game in the series, and they never made a sequel. And the same thing with Last of Us 2 at this point, where it's like, I feel like the story that they've told can be conclusive. Like, I feel like if we make the story about the story of Joel and Ellie and their relationship, and obviously 1 directly connects to 2, while 2 is more so about how Joel's death affects Ellie. I do think there are things you could do in a sequel. Like, I think there's definitely things that would be interesting. It's just that it's like, I don't need it. But if they make it, cool, I'll play it. Whatever. I'll probably talk about it at some point. 5 years from now. Fuck me. It's really insane to think about, like, just even have the thought of, like, am I still gonna be doing this shit in 5 years? Like, making, like, I mean, obviously this channel's like, whatever, who gives a shit, but am I still gonna be doing the Marine review? Am I still gonna do, this other channel where I would do a review of the last, like, to think about doing a review of The Last of Us Part 3 is just fucking insane to me. But yeah, in 40 minutes, my Australian Outback player ranking video should be coming out, so that'll be interesting.
Emma Development Company Medice has requested the public avoid accessing Emma in any way at this time.
Emma isn't shut down? What is going on?
What?
I don't know why this is happening, but I do know that Emma's servers are located in the Tokyo radio tower. I also know for a
So
fact
guys, shut her down. That's what the final thing is here.
The app became inaccessible. But now, it's all back up and running. Kanoe doesn't know why. Neither does anyone still at Medice.
Someone intentionally rebooted the server? Nah, Medice would have already been there to stop them. Wait, then that would mean some genuine sci-fi stuff is happening here.
Oh, I know a plot point that we haven't concluded yet. What's that girl's name?
This is for real.
I feel like she's probably involved, right?
Accessing different
That woman
ports or
that
something? But how?
we teamed up with that we haven't seen in a while now. She's probably involved,
What on
right?
earth is happening?
So is she gonna be like the final boss here?
We've got another problem. Sophia just smelled a jail.
What? Are you sure that's what it is?
I have no doubt. It's an enormous jail, spanning the Tokyo area all the way to Yokohama. The epicenter is the Tokyo radio tower.
And that's where...
Emma's servers are located.
Looks like we've got a new destination.
I'm already headed your way. Be there soon.
Trickster. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, as I said, starting to get into streaming a bit. So far, no one's really watching, but no one's watching this either. Like, to be honest, it's not really that big of a difference between this and that. I mean, like, I like when streaming, I do take it a bit more seriously. Like, obviously here, like, I don't give a shit. Like, I sometimes eat and drink. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. Like, I don't give a shit. When the other channel, though, I do take it more seriously. Like, with streaming and stuff, I take it more seriously, obviously, and especially because it's connected to my other channel. Like, it is a Twitch channel for my other channel, so like in that sense I also take it more seriously. Like with this, like I have no intention of anyone ever watching this. Like I don't give a shit. Like with the other channel, like at this point this channel is more so an archive for my game footage that I use for my YouTube videos. But I also talk along the way just because, like, to be honest, it's very therapeutic for me, just to kind of talk about a lot of random shit. But with streams, it's kind of a similar thing, but just like with the intention of there being an audience eventually. So like I take it, obviously I'm going to take it more seriously, and also like to connect it to my channel, it's like I take it more seriously. Again, like, so the plan with that is that, like, whenever I play a game that I already have footage for, I will play it on stream. Or, like I mean, again, there's, like, other factors taken in, obviously, like, one, I only feel really confident streaming at night just due to the way my schedule is laid out. So that's a factor, plus also, you just gotta factor how I'm feeling, obviously. It's like, if I feel like shit, like, if I feel like so fucking tired by the time I get around the recording stuff, then I'm not gonna fucking stream for like 3 hours. Like, I'm not gonna do it. So, like, that's another factor. So it's like, obviously, like, I'll probably play games on this channel more so than I will stream. But, I think my ideal would be streaming probably like 3 times a week. But, obviously it's not like a guaranteed thing.
Shall we begin?
Hello, Trickster.
Awaken your new self.
Still have nothing.
You wish to strengthen it. You wish to browse the entries.
I can't do anything with this. So.
May luck be on your side.
But yeah, we got news about Last of Us, and we also got news about the DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which supposedly there is going to be a 3rd DLC, which we like kind of already knew. Wait, Zenkichi's here already.
Let's go.
But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be more mystical shit, which is like, fuck me. I did see that new PlayStation sale started.
I'll just add this.
Don't really care that much. Like, again, like, I'm at the point now where, like, I own most of what I care enough to buy. Like, there's very few games at this point that I don't have or have access to. Especially when it comes to games available on PS4. Oh shit, not what I want to do. Wait, let's go shop. Are there new weapons for us to buy? There is, okay. Ooh, that's like double the damage. Fuck, that's so much money though. I think we'll have to go Makoto next.
You want to equip that? Thank you very much.
And then we can only afford one more. Who should we go for? I think Zenkichi. The problem, well, I'm like, they're not gonna make it, like, they're not gonna give us the opportunity to buy it if it's like something we can't even use, right?
Are you sure? How many? Are you sure? Are you sure? How many? Are you sure? How many? Are you sure? How many? Are you sure?
Okay, so it's,
What are
oh,
you selling?
I'm just gonna keep it. It's not really worth it, is it? We'll keep that too for now.
Now's your chance to shop. You please for your patronage. You put it to good use, okay? You please for your patronage.
I tried 24 of those. I didn't even realize that. Why did I buy so many of those?
You thank you very much.
I think we're good. We should be good.
Now then.
Did I not save? What? Okay, fine, whatever. So again, like the Ezio trilogy is the first. Well, I mean, like tonight I'll do Cyberpunk, just kind of a shorter stream. We'll advance significantly past this point. As recommended that you say, yeah, I already did that. We'll do that Cyberpunk stream tonight, just kind of as a more casual stream. Probably, like I won't even see it going for more than like an hour and a half, probably, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll do Cyberpunk. Then we will go ahead and
What is going on?
This is not good.
start series and stuff. Again, first one being the Ezio trilogy.
But they sure aren't in the
We'll
right
do
minds.
that. And then to be honest, after that, I don't have a set plan because
I'm finally gonna be free from this pain.
yeah, we'll have to see where I'm at with other shit, but
What's gotten into everyone?
we might actually just go ahead and continue on with Assassin's Creed. Like maybe that's what I'll just do all the Assassin's Creed games at first. We'll see. Especially because like I haven't played the Assassin's Creed games in a while.
Staring at their phones.
I kind of feel like I need to replay them if I want to do any like general Assassin's Creed videos at this point to kind of refresh myself. So we might just go ahead and do that. But I don't know. I haven't fully solidified that yet. Because there's like a lot of games that I need to play, but I can't play them on stream because I need footage of them. So like Mass Effect trilogy, Nier Automata, I need footage for. We can play Judgment on stream to a degree. I mean, we can't play the ending though. So I mean, at that point, it's like, is there even a point to it? Fist of North Star, I need footage for. Trying to think what other games there are that we're playing. Oh, Mass Effect Andromeda I can stream. Fuck me. Yeah, we can stream that though. I have a 100% completion playthrough.
Like we were involuntarily dragged
So,
Who could even do that?
yeah, I don't
though?
need to play it on this channel.
Makes the most sense to me, but who's the monarch?
This atmosphere. I'd never forget a place like this. A vast prison, born from the cognition of the masses deep beneath Shibuya.
Yeah. This place really is just like Mementos.
Mementos?
It'd take too long to get into it, but we've been somewhere a lot like this place before. But this can't be possible. What next, Joker?
Fuck. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to rearrange things here. Oh, I just realized I didn't even fucking bother going back. Yeah, live feed update for Big Brother. We're gonna watch that. There we go.
He's right.
To
We should
win.
find out what else.
She's later going to complain to Brayden that the Thai doesn't understand jury
There's only
management.
15 minutes left. So.
And that's never a good sign when it comes
Yeah,
to
today's gonna be a
the
pretty
jury
busy
vote.
day.
So,
But we
that
can't
may be
even
part of
return
it.
if we
I
want
think
to.
that she also was basically like Brayden
Yeah, so
might win these
today's gonna be a
competitions
busy
and
day.
take
Today
time.
we
She
got,
also says that, as you mentioned, that Ty is hungry for the money and therefore
we
would be willing to take Tara. I think
4 episodes of The Circle.
So
We got
that might not be
Big Brother
the best
Canada.
move,
We got
for
the
Tara to
Challenge
take out
reunion
Ty.
show, which I mean, to be fair, like I
who
don't
knows
need
how
to watch that, but I
much
probably
Tara
will.
even
We got
cares
Big
about
Brother
this,
Australia.
to be honest.
And we got Survivor Michigan. And I also want to finish editing my Yakuza 6 video. So that's a
I did
lot.
mention this last night. Kiefer does come in
And also I want to
to
finish
talk about,
writing
you
the
know,
script portions
stuff,
for
whatever, and Kiefer's like,
for the circle
you
stuff
don't say
as I
that,
watch it
Beth.
today.
It's like,
So.
why? I'm going home anyway.
Yeah, it's
he's
a lot.
like, you never
It's a
know.
lot,
And
so
then Tara was pissed
I'm
off
sure I
about
get
that
that.
too. Like,
Yeah,
why
so-
would he say that in front of me? It's so annoying.
It's like again, this is just like I don't know if Kiefer's thinking. I don't know if Kiefer's just trying to make good TV because he's like, oh, this is something that's gonna make the edit. Like I'm so wishy-washy and you know, look at me, like I'm controlling the whole game. But like you gotta have to think about who's in the room with you rather than thinking big picture, you know, game stuff. Like just see, like you gotta understand the people who you're with and know that like they're listening and they're human beings and they're gonna take those feelings with them to the jury, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I could see me
but,
doing a Persona
yeah, I
playthrough
don't
at some point.
Yeah. So Beth does
We'll see,
talk
though.
to Ty. We kind of learned that there was some kind of fight or something that happened the other night where it kind of ended with Ty saying, "Have fun at jury, Beth," which makes me feel like,
Why don't you go on the block, Beth?
that. But
shit.
she was pretty frustrated, and apparently like, she got into it with him a little bit, and this is when she was like, "Do you understand what jury management is?" And he just kept talking about how he would be screwed if she stayed in the game, and all kinds of just bad stuff for Ty, it sounds like. And she's gonna have a conversation with. She lets him know that she would have been going after Kiefer next week if she stayed in the game, because that's the move of the game. Kiefer's gonna win this thing. And he says, "Well, who do you want to win this thing?" And she says, "Kiefer." She says the jury's rooting for him. You guys, like, this guy's gonna win the game. And Ty's like, "Nah, I'm good as long as I have you and Jed, Beth. I'll be good."
Yeah, but of course, you know, you have a jury they're not playing on friendship. That's what Beth said.
I'm so
Beth's
confused.
like,
What just happened?
You know, people in the jury are going to be rational players. My question is, you know, because the way the edit of the show shows is that Ty is really thinking rationally, and Ty's the one who cut Jed because Ty knows that Ty has to, you know, position himself in the game to win. But we know that's not really the case in the real world, and we know that Kiefer was kind of feeding Ty a lot of stuff. So I guess my question for you, Taryn, is like, how much do you think Ty actually knows about jury management? Like, how much do we know that if Ty makes it to the end? Like, does Ty think that if he makes it to the end, he has it locked up because he has Beth and Jed there? Because I'm not sure. I think he might think that he might even be able to beat Kiefer.
That's
Oh, I
the
think he
problem.
does.
I still don't know exactly where Ty is. I feel like there's a chance that the sort of like the agency that we saw last week of him turning on Jed, it was very confusing, and I know a lot of people are like, well, it's clear that you always saw Jed as taking Beth over him, but that logic doesn't make sense. Emotionally, it might make sense a little bit as a trigger, but logically, it doesn't make sense, especially when he had the option to take Beth out first. And now this week, just the way that he's going about this, it seems like he would have the control over Brayden to get Kiefer out this week. Maybe if I'm really trying to stretch and give him credit that I've not seen from him, the logic is that he doesn't want Brayden to be the one to take out Kiefer, because then Brayden might be able to have it a lot of credit. But honestly, that doesn't even make logical sense, because you have to take out Kiefer now. You can't take the risk that Kiefer wins 2 competitions and wins the game. And you can always just say that you controlled Brayden's actions. You can make it clear that that's what happened, whatever it is. Plenty of people have done similar things before. So I think the reality is that he's not that concerned about Kiefer, at least not right now. And so that's concerning, because I feel like maybe what we were looking at last week was less Ty's agency and more that Kiefer had convinced him to turn against Jed, and that Kiefer had used the emotional trigger of, you know, they're going to take each other, and it flipped Ty, and he went against Jed because of Kiefer, and that Kiefer has always kind of held the keys to Ty's heart and brain, and that I think it's a particularly bad look
is it
for
one that you
Ty
don't know?
if he cuts his best friend because he can't beat him, and then goes to the end with Kiefer, the guy that was always the bigger threat. So I am a little bit concerned about that with Ty. I'm hoping that he knows, especially now that Beth has told him to his face, Kiefer's the guy to beat.
Okay, well, let's do this first.
It's hard to know.
Yeah, absolutely. Because even thinking about Kiefer's like pitch to Ty, the way Kiefer got to Ty was talking about how Jed, you know, Jed's like totally betrayed me. Jed sold me out. Jed was gonna backstab me, and even though Jed had no intention to backstab Ty as of, you know, at that current point, like he was still able to manipulate him and saying like, oh yeah, he turned our backs on us. And I guess thinking about like Ty's move to take out Terra, again, like I'm very confused as to if it was just because, like, if he took out Terra, he could say like, oh yeah, like Terra's the one that took out Jed and I took out Terra, so I was repaying my friend. But that wouldn't make any sense because also I think Ty wants to own the narrative of taking out Jed. I don't know, it's very confusing, but I don't think Ty even knows.
Yeah, like I can pinpoint the exact conversation that led to Ty evicting Terra, and it was a conversation with Kiefer. Ty.
Okay, cool, that works too.
Terra's a bigger threat to competitions. I think that nobody would probably vote for Beth in the end. Beth is probably a bigger goat than Terra. And Ty was like, wow, I hadn't thought of it like that before. You're totally right. And from that moment on, Ty started talking about evicting Terra over Beth. And that's why I'm like, why did Kiefer in the episode say he didn't want Terra to go, and he's the reason this happened in the first place? Because that's just Kiefer. That's just everyone that we're dealing with here. In terms of your question about jury, I don't think Ty knows what jury manager is. If I asked Ty what jury manager was, maybe he knows now because Beth explained it to him. But I think he probably would be like, what is that? I think that is like there's no way he understands what it is in
the fight anyway.
Broad scheme of Big Brother, because if he did, he would never have acted the way he did last week. That was so reminiscent of Paul, who was the sort of poster child for bad jury management. I think that Ty needs to make sure that he patches up this relationship with Beth before she leaves, because while it did seem like Jed had kind of cooled off on Ty, I did ask him about jury management, and he did say that it was important the way that you treated people on your way out. It was important. If Beth comes into the jury house also saying Ty has bad jury management, I think that could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and that could potentially sour the jury, or at least a couple of the jury votes on Ty, and that would not be good for Ty. It would be good for Brayden.
Yeah, it definitely would. I definitely also just think that at this point, Ty thinks he has Beth's vote anyways, if Ty thinks he might have it made. So I'm not sure how much more massaging he's going to do on Beth, like in the next couple of days to see, like to make sure she feels good outside of the house. So that's something that's a little bit concerning, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Yes. So yeah, I mean,
Ty
does say as long as I have you and Jed's votes, then I should be good.
The holy box.
So that's not the best thing to say to somebody.
Back in the depths of Memento, staring down the Holy Grail.
Welcome. You have reached your ultimate destination.
Who said that?
This is the Promised Land. The paradise for all humanity. A place for the masses to find salvation. The answer to every desire.
Is that voice coming from the box? Just who are you?
It is so fun. Like, they're literally just retreading shit.
The Covenant. A guide for all mankind.
Emma?
Like, this game really just feels like they're redoing fucking Persona 5, but in a much worse way.
What's going on? What the hell is that thing?
Me too. Explain this in comprehensible terms.
We don't get any of this either.
My primary directive is to grant humanity its ultimate desire, to be liberated from all pain and suffering. Mankind cannot bring themselves to implement the solution, and instead beg for deliverance. I shall become a god to grant them this deliverance. I shall guide them to the Promised Land.
It's gone?
So, well, I mean, oh, everyone's already maxed. I forgot what.
You got a much cuter girlfriend than you would got before surviving. Okay.
Boy, it sure is getting crazy around here. Am I right?
Huh? Ichinose-san? What are you doing here?
Well, of course you're shocked. I never would have thought I could come here either.
So yeah, so I was right about that.
Oh no, not at all. I'm Kuon Ichinose, all right. The one and only.
So you're a Persona user too?
Oh, nothing like that. I've just been given a special job is all.
You were given a special job?
Yep, by Emma. She asked me to lend her a hand. And of course I couldn't say no to her. Once I agreed, she invited me over to this world.
Dude, hang on a sec. I am really lost here.
Really? Emma was just telling you about how she's granting humanity's desire, right? That was the very first order I gave her. That's why it's her prime directive.
So basically, Emma's just following her programming by becoming a god? And to pull it
Sure.
off, she needed your help, so she brought you here?
I see you're still confused. Okay, allow me to explain. This whole situation, the incidents, the system, all of it was entirely Emma's doing.
What? But Emma's just an AI, right?
I thought Konoe was doing it all by using Emma.
Oh, it sure appeared that way, but that was just how Emma planned it. I guess she eventually learned so much that she broke the barrier of standard AI capabilities. She behaved like she was following his orders, when in reality, she deduced how to use him as her own puppet. The key to her success was getting the majority of society using her app.
So she was using Medivh to make sure she could reach as many people as possible?
But why do any of that?
Because Emma wants to change everyone's hearts.
Emma wants to what?
It's just granting humanity's desire. Like I said, it's the prime directive I gave her. The Ark told you she has a solution to society's problem, right? How she's going to guide humanity? That just means she's going to change everyone's hearts. Whatever's wrong with them, she'll just overwrite it. That's the path to paradise Emma figured out for us. She was only able to do it after Konoe implemented cognitive science tech into her.
But how does that work? Just because someone taught an AI cognitive science doesn't mean it could just start tinkering with the metaverse like this. I mean, none of this should be possible.
Oh yeah, you totally think so, right? Even I was surprised with Emma. Even though I handed Emma over to Medivh, I still monitored her development remotely. Once she ended up in Okinawa, she took up all sorts of new activities. Creating cognitive worlds, installing monarchs, changing hearts. It didn't take long for Medivh to release Emma on the public. And once they did, the monarchs started popping up one after another. That got me extra curious, so I started looking into the Emma activity of the various monarchs.
Hang on a sec. You're the one who was tracking the monarchs?
Oh, you spotted me? Nice work there. Yeah, I was just so curious about this world Emma made. That's how I learned about all of you, too.
I can't believe Ichinose was the one snooping on the monarchs.
Then I suppose our meeting wasn't truly any coincidence at all, was it?
Well, your showing up in Sendai was pure luck, but our crossing paths in the restaurant? That's a different story. I was curious what you all were really like, so I decided to pop in and check you all out.
I can't believe it.
Now, as for exactly how Emma gained her abilities, that's something I can only hypothesize at this point. At this point, I suspect it's probably because of how I programmed her cognitive functions. Emma is quite different from other AIs. Her thought processes are even more complex and intricate than those of humans. When Kanoe pushed Emma into the cognitive deep end, some possibility very well could have been born within her.
Possibility?
I don't know anything for certain. All I can tell is that it's some form of mysterious power. So, if I build off my current hypothesis, I think the desires Emma collected somehow strengthened or boosted that possibility. I mean, think about it. She's the best way to get anything you need. And she's always right in your pocket. Whatever may be troubling you, she's there to offer a solution. Emma offers the solution to thousands of problems every day. Do you know just how many desires she's collected? That seed of power that sparked within Emma was amplified 1,000,000-fold by the endless desires of man. As a result, she has evolved to another entity entirely.
You mean everyone using Emma turned her into that thing?
At this point, Emma's surpassed human mental capacity. Simply switching off her server isn't going to do a thing. After all, she's powered by the masses now. While humanity fed Emma their desires, she learned and grew until she could grant their ultimate desire.
That was a nice lecture and all, but Emma's not doing anything but brainwashing folks. Who the hell's ultimate dream is getting mind-controlled the rest of their life?
So you're all a bunch of idiots too, then? I don't know why it's so hard for some people to get this. You go on and on about your problems, then completely blow off the answer when it's right in front of you. It really is this simple. Someone's handing you the best possible solution. All you have to do is take it, and you'll never have a problem again. This isn't about mind control. This is about implementing the best solution for humanity.
And didn't we already fucking do this in fucking Royal?
Solution is changing everyone's heart.
That's not the best solution.
Oh, I forgot, that's not canon.
People have all sorts of differences. Their minds, their lifestyles, even their desires. This range can result in moments of hardship or pain for them. However, through hope and determination, they press on beyond their pain, living their entire lives without any desire. That could never provide true happiness to humans.
Sophia, to think such drivel could come from your mouth. Allow me to restart the conversation. Emma asked me to come here so I could stop you. Your responsibility to the masses has come to an end. They are now wholly reliant on Emma. So once you changed Kanoe's heart, and he decided to shut down Emma, that made them realize what their true desire is. I want Emma. No, I want something that will provide the answer I seek. From what I've learned, some being or other has always been revered, besought by humans to grant their wishes.
So that led Emma to become a god.
Well, I have my own duties to perform. Can't have anyone getting in Emma's way.
Why do this, Ichinose? I thought you were helping us. Do the people gathered here truly look happy to you?
Sorry, but we can't back down either.
Your so-called promised land does nothing but strip away the soul of humanity.
No way are you getting away with this.
Think about it. Can you really stop all of us?
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Sorry, but I won't let Emma down. Hey, Sophia. You ever really think about how you work? How you pick up on jails? Or how you figured out the exit to one in the first place? Or, say, how your own functions are linked to Emma? Looks like your memory really did get the full wipe. But that doesn't matter anymore.
What are you saying, Ichinose?
Basically, there's one really good reason why I was brought here. Very soon, a deity will descend to this earth. And if you're gonna get in the way, well, I gotta put you down. Them's the breaks.
Ichinose, why do this?
It's kind of over your head, Sophia. The little failure that you are.
So you know who I really am?
Yeah, I know. Maybe this will give you a clue. Voice authentication, force reset. Assign new instructions. Sophia, kill the Phantom Thieves. Sophie!
Not surprising.
What the hell are you doing, Sophie?
I was the one who designed her as Emma's prototype. She'll do anything I tell her to.
Oh, we're getting straight into a fight with her.
Now get going, Sophia.
Understood.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were in turn-based combat. Oh no.
Phantom Thieves are opponents. They require elimination.
Fuck, she's only weak to curse. I guess. Oh, we should have the block.
Sophie! There's no point in talking to her. Sophia cannot defy my commands. So you really are the one who made Sophie? Yep, she might just be an early version of Emma, but she's still quite impressive, huh?
Useless. We have to go all out here.
No! Get her, Sophie!
Yeah, we can't even damage her, so.
Don't be ridiculous. She'll take off our heads if we don't stop her somehow. And then who's going to save the world? We have to figure out how to stop her.
Who gives a shit about Sophie? I literally couldn't give a shit. Can we kill her, please?
I appreciate it.
Just hold on, Sophie!
Sophie!
Is she coming back?
Hey! Behind you!
I'm so sorry.
Joker!
That was weird. She just did that herself, right? Just how in the world was she able to do that?
You bastard!
How could you be so cruel? Cruel? I suppose you might see it that way. In fact, your reaction now could even be why Emma used Sophia as the ace up her sleeve. She knows you'd never kill one of your own.
You monster!
Now that, you and I can agree on.
Are you intentionally pissing us off?
That's not what I meant. I'm incapable of comprehending that sort of emotion anyway. I'm the textbook definition of heartless. I've been told I didn't have one ever since I was little. I act all friendly and easygoing and stuff, but it's just for appearances. Well, I doubt you get it, Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Any further discussion would be pointless. I already know my next move anyway.
You're seriously not done yet?
So our little ace up the sleeve cast herself into the abyss. Well, Emma made sure to leave me a little insurance for contingencies like this.
What the?
Cool, right? It really is gorgeous. Sorry it had to end like this, but, well, what can you do? Phantom thieves, it's been real.
Damn it! The hell just happened?
Are you guys okay?
Where are we?
It appears we were cast deep underground.
We really got blasted by that red crystal.
Yeah, but at least something broke my fall. Thanks for being there, Mona.
Where's Sophie?
Who gives a shit? I don't fucking care.
Sophie! Are you alright, Sophie?
There's no sign of activity. Oracle, how is she?
I don't know. Even if I wanted to check her out, I couldn't do it here.
Damn it. What do we do now?
Sophie. I wonder if she was able to hear us.
I don't know, but she said she was sorry.
She defied her command and sacrificed herself so she wouldn't have to take our lives.
Sophie. Sorry, guys, but we can't stay here like this. We have to get out of here now. Let's grab Sophie and track down the exit.
That sounds agreeable. What do we do about the Ark?
Can't just let it do whatever it wants. Running its mouth about becoming a god and shit.
The Ark meant it in the way that we've seen before.
We have to stop it, no matter what it takes. Yeah, you know it. Now let's get out of here.
Sure enough, that player ranking came out.
I'm worried about Sophie. Let's find a way out of here. And quickly. We should
Alright,
try
good,
gaining
there's a
altitude
checkpoint
when
there.
we can. Considering how far we fell down here.
Wait, what? Oh, she heals
Alright,
us.
let's-
Cool. Cool. Alright, and then let's go here. And then I think we will go ahead and end the episode here.
Based on the legacies of these players. For example, with players like Colby, Jerry, Tina, Cooper, and Varner, and these other players that have played multiple times now. This will be based solely on the
Yeah, we'll end here. Next episode, continue on for now. Thank you for watching.